another wonderful episode of Elliot's Overtime Review
You mean escape?
with your host, Elliot Maxwell.
Yeah.
How are you?
Elliot, he's new to the show. How are you
Yes.
going to get on him for not knowing? He's just Mr. Rabbit.
You got your name right.
Yeah, he did get your name right.
Yeah.
Shocking for a rabbit. All right. How are you doing today, Elliot?
I'm doing great, Seth. How are both of you guys doing?
7.25 out of 10.
Yeah, me too. 7 out of 10.
So, do we want to get this show on the road?
Yeah. Let's get after it.
And the first spin of the wheel, week 5 predictions, starting off with
Wow. Getting right into it. All right. So the way that this will kind of go is we're going to guess each of the games in the week 5 slate, and we'll have Liam also guess, and we will keep track of what Liam does. Currently, the score is 18 correct for Elliot and 17 correct for Seth. Now it is a Friday around midday, which means one of our games already happened. And yeah, Elliot, what do we pick for that one?
both me and you, Seth, picked the Rams, but it was the 49ers that won the game. But we were both wrong.
Yeah, both wrong on that one. The Niners shouldn't have won the game. I'm still upset about it, but whatever.
For what it's worth, I picked the 49ers. I'm starting off 1-0.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, that's what. And then.
All right. So getting into the second game that will be played this week, it is the Browns and Vikings over in London. Elliot, who'd you pick for this one?
Minnesota Vikings, bro. Minnesota Vikings.
Tell me a bit about the rationale.
Because I think the Vikings are just a better team overall than the Browns, and I just think the Vikings are going to smoke the Browns on Sunday morning in London.
Okay. I also went with the Vikings on this, but I'm really close to switching it to the Browns. Their offense is horrible, and they're starting Dylan Gabriel, which makes me kind of want to switch. I'm gonna pull in my professional help on this one. Liam, what do you think I should do? Do you think I should take the risk?
I think there's a lot of unknowns
Yeah.
with the Browns, but that also means they could lose by 40 or they could pull out a big upset because you don't know what's going to happen with Dylan Gabriel, right? You also have to factor in it's a neutral field going all the way to London. That messes up things as well. I mean, if there's a game where you want to pick an underdog, it's usually these international games, right? Because there's so many contingencies, especially starting a rookie quarterback against an injured Minnesota team.
You know what?
Minnesota's going to blitz a lot, I think, for the young quarterback.
And gonna smother the quarterback of Browns.
They are, yeah.
Because if you have a young quarterback versus I think Brett Rippey, there's an experienced quarterback versus an inexperienced young rookie.
Yeah, but the experienced quarterbacks is like one of the worst to do it. I would switch. However, the Vikings played in Ireland last week, so they're not traveling as much as the Browns are, coming all the way from stateside. If it wasn't for that, I think I'd be picking the Browns here. They beat the Packers already. They're insanely good against a run attack, which is all that's really worked for the Vikings in these past couple weeks with Jordan Mason. I think this is really a toss-up to me, but I am gonna stick with the Vikings.
I'm gonna save the graphic. Cleveland Browns pull it out in one.
Okay. I'm gonna be upset if the Browns do pull it out. After saying how much I should pick them and then not picking them, if they do win,
I'm picking them.
for the
I feel
record,
good
I'm
about
upset
them.
about it. All right.
Cowboys Jets for both me and Seth picked Dallas for the win.
I don't get second thoughts about all these stupid games. I'm gonna stick with Dallas more securely on this, but I think it's gonna be an absolute shootout. Both of these teams have been in so many shootouts this year, but I'll stick with the Cowboys. Sticking with the Cowboys. Not
What do
going
you
down too
think,
much.
Liam?
I think it's a get-right game for Justin Fields. Cowboys look susceptible on defense. I think Garrett Wilson puts up
Oh, I hope he does.
$130 receiving.
In 12 touchdowns,
Yeah.
and they win by a billion points.
Yeah, I think Garrett Wilson has a huge game against the Cowboys. Jets will pull it off.
You know what? I'm gonna switch to the Jets so that Elliot, you and I have a little more difference in our game. This feels like the Jets are bound to win at some point. They've been close in every single game. And like last week, if it wasn't for like having like 20 penalties or something, they would have won that game pretty convincingly. So I'm gonna switch up here. I'm gonna go with the Jets.
Now we got Giants Saints, and both me and you Seth picked the Giants to win because the Saints are terrible.
Tell me a bit more. Tell me a bit more about this matchup and why you like the Giants over the Saints.
Because the Saints, they're Spencer Rattler's probably gonna get sacked a lot in the game.
Yeah. One thing I have heard is to be careful if you're walking around in New Orleans or in the wilderness around there. I've heard it's Rattler season this time of year. But I do still think the Giants are going to win this. If Jackson Dart can pull it off against like a much stronger team in the Chargers, I do think he'll go back-to-back wins to start. But I think it'll be a close game. The Saints team has like a surprising amount of fight. Like they're more fun to watch than like the Bengals are just dead in the water. But they still try at least. But I think the Giants have it. What about you, Liam?
Saints at home. I think Giants had a little bit of a Super Bowl party last week against the Chargers. Question how focused they're going to be for this game. Saints on home turf. They got to win one game this year, and I think it's against maybe a team that's feeling a little too good about themselves, even though they're losing Malika Neighbors, the centerpiece of that whole team. I think Saints can pull one off here. I'm going to go with the Saints.
Okay, I like the gusto. A lot of underdog picks this week for you. All right.
I got in the Raiders at Colts.
Elliot, who'd you pick for this one?
I'm going to Colts because the Raiders are atrocious and they need to they need to be they need to stay in the bottom of the AFC West and get destroyed by the Colts, who are a better team because because the Broncos got beat by them. So it's the Colts all the way for me to sack Geno Smith of all people.
Yeah. Who do you have in this one?
This is the game that puts Ashton Genty on the map for real. He rushes for $150 and 2 touchdowns. Colts get embarrassed by the Raiders. Colts season going downhill after this game. Raiders are coming up. Raiders win this one.
Wow, you're big on the underdogs this week.
Yeah, I'm feeling lucky this week.
I am prone to agree with you in a way. I think this game could go one of two ways. One, bounce back game for Daniel Jones after winning last week. Gets that team to 4-1. Cause they lose to the Rams last week in LA.
They did, yeah.
That's a tough team, and it was a really close game. A certain wide receiver on that Indianapolis Colts game debatably lost them the entire thing. So I'm sticking with the Colts here. I hope it's a breakout game for Ashton Genty. He had a really good game last week. And since Geno Smith is throwing like 3 picks a game pretty much, I'd hope they start to game plan more around Ashton Genty and maybe check downs to Brock Bowers. And that's definitely not selfish because I have them in our fantasy league. But yeah, I think the Colts pull this one out.
Now we have a disagreement on the Dolphins-Panthers for the next game.
Yeah, and who did you choose to win this?
I went with Miami Dolphins to like get a win because I just think that Miami needs a win so bad and not get smothered by Carolina.
Yeah. This one was tough for me to pick. I think these teams are pretty tit for tat right now. I think they're like skill-wise a little similar. I went with the Panthers here. I see maybe a breakout game for Ted McMillan. Xavier Legette is useless still, so that's cool. But Tyreek Hill, like, chopped his whole leg off last week. He's out for the season. And I think that just makes the Dolphins' offense quite a bit more one-dimensional. I think they lose a lot of their deep threat, which is what lets A-Chain run for so many yards. And I think without that, like, dynamic offense, I think we'll see Tua struggling a little more again against the Panthers' defense that hasn't been bad. I mean, they shut down the Falcons, who then went to beat the Commanders handily. So I have the Panthers here. I think they're an overall better football team.
I think this game is what gets Malik Washington, get some eyes turning around on his game. I think he's a good wide receiver. I just do like the Panthers. I think they just have more going for them right now, so I'm going to pick the Panthers.
Yeah. All right. Brings us on to our next match.
Broncos, Eagles. I picked Denver to win it because the Eagles have won their games ugly, but I think Denver's defense will smother Jalen Hurts and send Jalen Hurts into a loss to and then Denver will be 3-2 after this game, and I think Denver's always the underdog, but like we like I always say, is like last year we beat the Bucks. This year we're playing in Philadelphia against the Eagles. I just think that Denver's a better team with the way that we the way the last game did for Denver plays into Denver's hands so nicely. So like both of you guys are probably picking Philadelphia.
Elliot, I didn't know that you were a Broncos fan.
Yeah. There's no signs.
There's no signs. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Based on your sense, based on both of you guys' sign language over here.
What? I do have the Eagles. I think if this is in Denver, the Broncos have a shot. But in Philadelphia, I think it could be an upset, like coaching-wise. Like they've played so safe. But the Eagles this year kind of remind me of last year's Chiefs, where they're constantly winning close games. They're not doing anything flashy. And I honestly think that's like, it's seeming like that's one of the best ways to win a lot of games in this league. I think they continue that here. I know the Broncos just beat the Bengals by like 50 points, but that team genuinely like gave up by halftime. Like you might as well put in high schoolers for the second half of that game against the Bengals because there was just no fighting him. I think, you know.
Yeah, but like we're coming off a short week off a Monday Night Football game, but like we still are coming into this game we need more wins than losses.
The Broncos need that. I just, how do I put it? I just don't think they're going to get it here. I think they go up to 2 and 3.
You never know, Seth. You
I
never
know,
know.
I
There could be an upset for next week's episode. We'll have I think Broncos are gonna rule the roost and beat and send the Eagles home with a loss.
Super fair.
Elliot, do you want to hear my prediction?
Yes.
Eagles by 30.
Come on. Why?
Eagles by 30.
I think that also I fear that the Eagles could be waiting for a breakout game where they just dunk on a good team, and I'd be scared that the Broncos could
right
be
here.
that team that they do it to.
41-10.
God, why?
The Eagles are a good team. They won the Super Bowl last
They
year.
are a really good team.
They are a really good team, but you never know what could happen.
Yeah, you never know. They could win. They could get crushed.
They could get orange crushed. Is coming to Eagles country and winning.
All right.
Or the Eagles could win 41-10.
Whatever you say.
This is
Yeah.
possible.
God, this is like this is my podcast, and then you guys we're just arguing.
I'm just giving my opinion.
This is treason.
And then now we have Texans and Ravens.
Here's one that we agreed on to lower the nerves a little bit in here. Who do you have on this one?
Houston beating the Ravens because Lamar Jackson's not playing.
Yeah.
And that's just like there's gonna be a beatdown in Houston.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be a beatdown because Houston's offense is horrid. CJ Stroud still looks like a puppet, but their defense is really scary, and the Ravens' defense is like
atrocious.
it's like playing against a bunch of people that are made out of jello right now. So I do have the Texans winning it, but I think it'll be a close game just because it'll be really low scoring. Like I predict the total points line to be like under 30 probably.
Yeah, I think it's a low scoring game, but CJ Stroud finally gets the job done. It's get right game for the Texans, and hopefully they
Yeah.
So we all three agree on one team.
That's our first one that we've
Yeah.
all agreed on, which is funny because it's I think one of the closest spreads of the week when it comes to like actual point spreads.
Yeah.
Do we have to be worried about the Ravens just being bad this year? I think it's very
I
possible.
think so, yeah.
I think they're in I think I saw a stat that they have like 6 Pro Bowlers out on their defense right now.
Lamar Jackson's out, not good.
Yeah, no good.
Titans, Cardinals.
All right, who'd you have for this one?
Arizona Cardinals taking the win over the Titans because the Titans they're not doing too good on the coaching side of football.
Yeah, I hate to agree here because I really want the Titans to not do bad because I really like Cam Ward. But the Cardinals haven't looked horrible this year. They've been close in the games that they've lost, and they've won 2. And they're coming off a long week. They played a Thursday night game, so they have 10 days to get back to full health versus the Titans on a standard week. So I do have the Cardinals pulling this one out at home.
Yeah. I think Titans have to win one game this season, but it's not going to be this week. I think Cardinals pull it out.
Yeah.
Wow, another agreement from both of you guys.
All of us agree again.
And now Bucks at Seahawks.
Yeah, this game was a lot closer than it is now. Yesterday or today, sometime within the last 24 hours, Bucky Irving was ruled out, which I'm definitely not upset about. And I think that just means that the Seahawks have this. I think the Seahawks are a sneaky good team this year. I think they're very well-rounded. Statistically, Sam Darnold is having a great season, surprisingly. And I just see them pulling this one off at home.
I like the Bucks in this game. I don't know. I don't know how big. I mean, Baker Mayfield's really the centerpiece of this offense, and I think they've got some other good running backs in Tampa, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't be super concerned about Bucky Irving being out. I think it'll be a fun game too. I think this might be game of the week potential. Two good, high-scoring offenses. I like Baker Mayfield more than Darnold.
Fair. What about you, Elliot?
Yeah, I agree with you, Seth.
Yes.
Yeah, and now it's Lions and Bengals.
Yeah. This game has potential for maybe biggest blowout ever, to be honest. Like, I could see this being worse than, like, the Dolphins beating the Broncos 70-20 a couple years back. This Lions offense is absolutely ruthless, and they're really good, and the Bengals defense is horrible, and with Joe Burrow out, that offense also just has absolutely no life. I take the Lions incredibly handily here.
Me too.
I think 2-minute drill on Sunday afternoon. Jake Browning marches the team down the field against the
Now
Lions.
he's on the disagreement.
Marches the team down the field against the Lions, finds Jamar Chase in the back of the end zone for a last-minute touchdown. Final score, Bengals 10, Lions 52.
Oh God. So you're agreeing with both of us.
Yeah, there's not a shot in the world that the Bengals win that game. Which brings us on to actually a really interesting
Commanders,
one.
Chargers.
Yeah. What do you have for this one?
I've got the Commanders, and you got the Chargers.
Yep, I sure do. And I'm going to stand by that. Chargers at home. I know that Jaden Daniels is going to be back, but I still just, I'm still high on this Chargers team. Yes, they lost to the Giants, but I feel like a lot of times when a rookie quarterback, has his first start midway through a season, a team will win it, and get, an upset. I still think the Chargers are pretty legit, and I have them winning over the Commanders here.
Yeah, Chargers are legit too. I got them in a good game against the Commanders.
Yeah. I do think this has Sunday night potential.
Yeah.
That's a good game.
Yeah.
Assuming, everyone plays well, seeing as Jaden Daniels will be back if he's playing at full strength, I think it has potential to be a really good game.
Patriots at Bills.
And this is our Sunday night game, even though it really shouldn't be. But I don't know.
Both of us agreed on we both agreed on Buffalo.
Yeah, I could see a sneaky upset here.
I can also see a sneaky upset
I
here.
have a feeling the Patriots fan.
Drake May legacy game, 4 touchdowns against the shoddy Bills defense. He pulls it out.
I honestly, if the Patriots win this, I think the Bills enter pretty big fraud watch. Because if you think about it, I think their strongest opponent that they've won to so far has been the Ravens, who turn out to be horrible.
Yeah.
Actually not a good team. Now that we're further into the season, I picked Bills confidently at first when we did this, but now I'm I feel like this could be a big Patriots upset.
Never felt more confident in my pick.
I'm going to stick with the Bills, so.
Okay.
All right.
Now the last game on Monday Night Football, Chiefs and Jags. I picked Jags because every single news article that I read is the Chiefs are gonna have there's a weather advisory in the Jacksonville area, so the Chiefs are gonna be in for an interesting game on Monday night against the Jags, and the Jags are at home, which means that the Jags are gonna win it on Monday Night Football against the Chiefs, and the Chiefs will go down with 2-3 on the season.
Okay, interesting. I'm a Chiefs here, and let me paint you a picture to explain exactly how it's gonna work and why. Chiefs down by 14 points, 1:36 left on the clock, 2 timeouts. I promise this is all gonna happen to the T. pouring rain, not a thunderstorm yet. Suddenly, a flash of light in the stadium. Patrick Mahomes gets struck by lightning, turns into a superhero, plays on both sides of the ball, and the Chiefs win by 2 points exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
2 2-point conversions. You know, I have a different scenario going on. I think there is a lot of locker room carcinogens right now after the bad release of that Taylor Swift album. I think this team mojo that's going on in the Chiefs locker room right now, I think they get distracted. I think Jacksonville takes advantage of that. Jacksonville wins by 10.
So, both me and Liam are on the side of Jacksonville.
I hope Jacksonville wins. I don't like the Chiefs, but I don't know. Something about it. The Chiefs just like, it still feels like the Chiefs are a really good team to me. I feel like they've been off the radar because they got to a really bad start, going 0-2.
And then 2-2 for the year. But it's in Jacksonville at the Jags Stadium.
But like, how big is that home field advantage? I've heard that's like one of the smaller home field
I'm
advantages.
from Florida. No one cares about the Jags.
Yeah, like that's not like the Florida team. There's two teams that have way more appeal. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a 49ers in LA thing where they just show up.
They just show up if they have nothing else going on.
There's like way too much red in the stands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the Chiefs, but not by a lot. That one was a tricky one to pick for sure.
Yeah, no.
We'll see what happens because I need a couple bounce back games. I'm down by 1 right now, which isn't that much, but prefer to be up. And
Yeah, because I
wheel again.
I beat Liam by I took a lot of people out in my fantasy.
Yeah.
It was 10-minute drill, so
10-minute drill, okay. All right, getting into it to start, Jamar Chase was frustrated by a Bengals blowout loss to Broncos. This goes back to what we were talking about earlier, but that Bengals team looks like they've just given up. Jamar Chase was actually seen yelling at the coach on the sidelines because like the play calling was just awful. Nobody was like hustling. That team is like sad to watch right now. It's really honestly hard to watch.
It's tough, very tough. Brock Purdy, we already talked about this, 49ers Rams. Maybe Seth talk a little bit about Vikings hopeful JJ McCarthy back on practice this week.
Yeah, I saw a couple of headlines about it. I honestly don't know if they need to play him this week though. I don't know if the outcome is much better than if you just play Carson Wentz. Might as well just let the old dude go back there and take 10 sacks from Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
They're playing like third string O lineman at this point. I just say like let Carson Wentz play at least this game because I think Myles Garrett has potential to like actually murder JJ McCarthy on the field if he is playing. So I'm kind of hoping they don't play him, to be honest.
Yeah.
Elliot, take us through this next article.
Tyreek Hill out for a season with torn ligaments and dislocated knee.
Cringy to think about it.
Yeah, that was a horrible injury. But he was like laughing and cheering and looking like scary on the cart. It was
some sort of psychosis going on.
Yeah, really scary to look at.
Psychosis.
Personally, I think he was just excited he'll never have to play with Tua again.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, really unfortunate for him because like he's getting older now. Like he's not like a young superstar anymore. And now that the allegations are out, it's also going to be a lot harder for him to get signed by a different team.
Yeah.
Especially coming off an injury. I don't think it's season ending because I think like talent wise he's still a very good football player. Yeah. But it's tough. Certainly tainting to his
Aaron Glenn was very disappointing Jetson locker room after loss to Dolphins.
That team played so sloppy. There was reports that like reporters could hear him yelling from outside the locker room.
Wouldn't want to be in that one. Wouldn't want to be in that one. Joe Alt suffers high ankle sprain and lost to Giants. That's a big loss, especially Chargers look like they're going well and they have Rashawn Slater's already out. So now you got Joe Alt out too. That's not great.
Yeah, and then they also have Najee Harris out
Yeah.
with an injury. Khalil Mack's out with an injury. It's a pretty injured team, but none of them, to my knowledge, were season-ending. So
Yeah.
in a few weeks, when those players come back healed, I think this is like a team that'll be near the top of a lot of people's power rankings.
Yeah.
Yet again, like
AJ
they were.
Brown post cryptic quote following bad performance against Tampa Bay. Head coach Nick Sirianni not worried he wants to leave.
AJ Brown's just a diva.
Yeah,
Like, it feels like there's like once a year.
You sort of need a little bit deeper from your wide receiver one though. I'm okay with that if he can produce. So
He has not produced this
he has
season.
not. No.
Sorry to anybody who drafted him in a fantasy
Yeah,
league. I think
it's-
he's dropped like 10 points total
Yeah.
this season.
Who knows? Next week he may drop 30 and then.
Yeah. I feel like I remember this happening last year, close to the beginning of the year. Like there was like interviews of him being frustrated that he wasn't getting targets.
Yeah.
And then everything clicked and they won the Super Bowl. And
Mhm.
I wouldn't write off that happening again, you know.
Last one.
Bad Bunny announced to play Super Bowl halftime show.
I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, seems like a cool Super time.
Yeah.
Super Bowl halftime show. I mean, it's also pretty predictable. This is literally the biggest artist in the world.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
time to
it's
spin that wheel.
Heard it here first, folks.
It's gonna be upset of the week.
All right. Elliot, who do you have for your upset of the week this week?
Upset of the week for me. I got this was from week 4.
Yep.
Broncos beating Bengals. That's my upset of the week.
Okay, interesting. I have the Giants beating the Chargers. I think that, like, on paper was the biggest upset because the Chargers looked really strong and the Giants did not, but they pulled out a win there. It was a sloppy win, but I mean, from a team that's, I think, skill-wise still quite a bit worse than the other team, that's all you can ask for is a win. So,
Yep.
good job, New York Giants.
My upset of the week, I'm switching sports a little bit here. Liverpool lost to Crystal Palace. Upsetting on paper and very upsetting to me as well on perfect season. Hopes are down the drain and we did not look good at all. And we lost the Champions League on Wednesday. So rough week to be a Liverpool fan, but we'll turn it around, right, Elliot?
Yeah, you never have hope for though because we all know that Arsenal is gonna come for Liverpool's top spot.
And they'll finish second, just like every year.
Um,
Nothing I'm too worried about.
I don't know a lot about soccer, but Crystal Palace does not sound like a real team name.
No, it's
But,
that's
Like, it feels like at least in football, the teams are like
Yeah.
real legitimate teams. It feels like
Crystal Palace is something they
it feels like a team that should just be a punching bag.
AI generated team name.
Yeah, that's crazy. What's their mascot? Is it like a whole castle?
Eagle. It's an eagle.
Yeah, they're not really big on mascots.
Oh yeah, true. I guess
Yeah.
it's not really a mascot type of sport.
But their logo is an eagle.
It is, yeah.
I was imagining like a pink, I was imagining
A
Princess
unicorn or
Peach's,
something,
yeah,
yeah.
castle for some reason.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Mario level. Anyways.
It's time to spin the wheel.
Looks like just narrowly passed to flop of the week.
Flop of the week. It looks like we both have the same one in this one.
Tennessee Titans football.
Yeah. Any team that gets shut out is liable to go
Yeah.
flop of the week for me. I mean, even Cam Ward was saying it in press conferences after. He was like, "Man, our team sucks." So
Yeah.
just a bummer of a week, especially if you're a Titans fan. That's kind of all I have to say about that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty intuitive. I would say probably they're my flop of the week as well. I mean,
Yeah.
even though they are a bad team to get shut out, it's just not. If you're a football team, you should be putting up a little more fight, I'd say. But that's okay.
Bengals were up there on my list as
Yeah,
well. But
yeah.
that mentality was just sad to watch.
Definitely, and they'd probably be mine too. So. Alrighty.
All right.
The wheel.
Week 4 recap.
Our week 4 recap. All right, let's get into that. You want to bring us up to the week 4 games?
No. Yeah. I have it.
All right. It started on a Thursday night classic of Seahawks versus Cardinals. My biggest storyline from this game, before anyone says a word, the Cardinals uniform is so ugly.
Ooh, I liked the uniform.
I
liked it.
I like Miami's more actually.
Yeah, there's.
The Cardinals is one of my least favorites. Why'd they put like the speckles on the uniform? I'm cool with like the tan, that like cream sand color. I think is cool. I've heard around on the internet that they turn into tortillas, and I agree. I think they look like tortillas. I love the concept. I just think the execution wasn't quite there.
Maybe we could put that in. I guess. Is there any game you want to highlight in particular, Elliot, about in week 4?
I didn't watch any of these other games besides I only cared about like the Broncos beating the Bengals on Monday, or if like I watched the highlights on Tuesday, but I just think like the Broncos literally did the job that they played, that they needed a win, and that started at 1-3 on the season.
Yeah.
1-3 on the season would be bad especially for Denver to like come out with starting 1 win and 3 losses in a row.
Yeah, that'd be no good. Other games of note to me, I think Falcons Commanders was of note, and I think it speaks to something bigger in the league that also Patriots Panthers speaks to. Who's good this year?
Right?
Like it feels like there's like even like the Bills and the Eagles, there's like doubts. It feels like nobody is good. Every team seems sloppy or injured or unpredictable. Like how do you get shut out 30-0 to the Panthers and then go and beat the Commanders pretty handily? This season feels so unpredictable to me.
Maybe it's just like the beginning of the season. There's still a lot of question marks, but I feel like by week 5, there's a lot more that are answered. You know?
It feels like last year, like we kind of knew who would be good and who wouldn't be by now. Versus like this year's been all over the place,
which makes it fun to be a fan. You know.
Yeah, makes it not fun to predict.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Although I feel good about my predictions this week.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about mine. Feels like a bad week to be a Broncos fan. Just kidding.
You never know if we come back next week and the Broncos will be
That's true.
cheering their hearts out on the win.
I will be eating crow if the Broncos are cheering their hearts out. One team I do think is going to be really good is the Lions. I think they haven't, because they lost that game to the Packers at the beginning of the year. I don't think they've gotten the same hype as last year. But since that loss to the Packers, which now the Packers aren't looking as strong, they've looked incredibly good.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're probably close to the top of like my personal little in my head power rankings this year.
Definitely. Alright, spin the wheel. Only a few more.
Down to our last 3 here.
Coach of the week.
Okay. This one should be an interesting one.
I got Sean Payne being the coach of the Denver Broncos who beat the Bengals, and he deserves my coach of the week award, for the job that he did against the Bengals. And now it's your turn.
I have Liam Cohen. I feel actually even better about it now that the 49ers beat the Rams in what I'd say was a very well coached game. Liam Cohen, I also really liked when he went up to
Salah.
to Salah after the game and just said, "Hey, I hate you. Keep my name out of your mouth." I think that's awesome. I think that's one of the coolest things you can do as like a coach.
Yeah.
To get up in
standing up
somebody's
for
face.
yourself. Yeah.
Especially after he's like, "Yeah, these people are good at stealing signs."
Yeah.
I thought that was really funny. I just like that spunk because it feels like he shouldn't have that because he's kind of like a nerdy,
Yeah.
silly guy, and then for him to go up to like a pretty tough dude and be like,
Former player, right?
"Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe so," and go up to him and be like, "Hey, I hate you. You
Yeah.
suck." And we just won the game. Yeah,
Take that. Yeah.
feels cool.
Vrabel Nader is my coach of the week, Mike Vrabel. I think biggest blowout of the week in the NFL. Patriots offense is cooking, looking good. Feel good about my boys. So that's my coach of the week.
Yeah, now we're down to the final two of this week's episode.
Any plans tonight, Elliot? Anything fun you're up to?
Yeah, now we're up for. Now it's time for Walt's World.
Oh man. So because there's two of us today, you'll give the questions, and how do you want us to mark that we're ready to answer? Do you want us to raise our hands, hit the table? Since we'll kind of be going against each other, I will be losing this handily.
I don't know much about Disney stuff either.
I'm betting like a 4-0 blowout. Because I think there's enough. I think there's enough in here that neither of us will get to where I think you beat me 4-0.
Yeah.
All right.
What are the names of the sidekicks for Cruella de Vil?
Ooh. If I guess the animals, do I get a point?
I know it's Dalmatians.
I thought the Dalmatians were the good ones.
I know
It's the
she's
sidekicks.
I know she's in the movie.
It's the henchmen. It's
Can I guess what her henchmen are instead of names? Because I'll never get the
I
names.
think they gotta be cats, right? If the protagonists are dogs.
Yeah, I was gonna say cats.
Cats, like little Cheshire cats or something. Oh no, like the two cats.
They're like they're two cats. Is one really tall and the other's like?
Yep.
Oh.
Are they? Are the Siamese?
Are they
the Siamese cats?
Are they
Yeah.
named Siamese twins?
God, I think we might be. I think they're the Siamese cats.
I think they're Siamese cats. That's where my
Yeah.
head was at the whole time. I forgot the name for Siamese cats. So combined, maybe we can at least get like the species right.
Yeah, the species.
I would never, I don't think, unfortunately, get the names. I would have to like guess.
Yeah.
Toby and Eric.
Yeah. I don't know. Seth and Elliot. I don't know.
No.
That's my
Seth
guess.
and Elliot. Are you saying you're like a Cruella de Vil sort of person? Wasn't she trying to like turn those dogs into coats?
Yeah. Was it? Yeah.
Wasn't she like
Jasper and Horace. Horace.
Okay.
What are they? Are they people? No way.
They serve as her henchmen hired to carry out her nefarious plans.
Oh man, I really thought they were cats.
Oh, man. It would have made more sense if they were cats, right?
Yeah, I swear they
For a
were
movie
cats.
about. Okay. Well,
Well, that's embarrassing.
0-0.
It's
Which
you're
Disney
way off the
film
mark.
features the song Two Worlds?
Oh, is that Tarzan?
Oh, there's a
1
point.
point for Liam.
I was trying to think of what.
Because Jane's in one world and Tarzan's in another.
That makes sense.
In Bambi, what kind of animal is flower?
Man, I was hoping it'd be Bambi. I'd know that one.
It's a rabbit.
No.
Ooh, let me guess here.
Oh, I see
What's
I
I
do
see
not
it.
see it at all.
I see
Give me a
it.
hint. Give me one. Give me an animal family. What family is it from?
something it's an animal that starts with the letter S.
Snake?
I wanted to say snake, but like, there's no way
No.
a snake is
S.
named Flower.
K.
Skink.
Skunk.
Dang it!
Two
Such a-
zeros.
Skink. The skink is an animal, and it's a really cool one, by the way, if anyone was wondering. It's kind of like a slightly drier salamander. Very cool animal. And it's what I say when people ask, like, say your name and an animal that starts with the first letter, I usually go skink, but skunk is a good one, and I might have to do that in the future. Is that a full point or is that a half point?
I think it's a half. I got some help there.
Okay.
Which Disney princess sings Once Upon a Dream?
I followed you once upon a dream.
I know it's that song. I just don't know who sings
Can
it.
I guess Alice from
No.
Alice in Wonderland?
No, okay, wait,
It's-
no.
it's-
It's wait, no. It's an old one.
From the end of the 50s.
It's an old one, and I am gonna go with Snow White.
No, Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, that's my second guess.
It's not Stitch from Lilo and Stitch.
That's my second guess.
And then,
I don't even know the plots of those movies, to be honest.
Yeah.
yeah, well, you better catch up on Disney films.
Yeah, I know. It's it's kicking me now.
Yeah.
Where does Moana live?
Hawaii.
No.
Damn it.
Polynesia.
Polynesia.
That's like half a point for you, Seth. That's like, it's
I
in
give-
the middle of the Pacific.
I'd give.
Yeah.
It's a half point for Seth.
I feel like not like those are kind of different things. Because like Hawaii is like a more. There's got to be a more defined place of where
Yeah.
she lives, like a fake like island
Yeah.
maybe at least would be my thinking. And that's probably what we were being asked there, and I just guessed Hawaii.
I could have sworn she was from Hawaii though.
No.
Montumi.
Okay.
Wait, where does Moana live? She doesn't live in Hawaii.
Oh.
It's a fake island.
Matumi.
Because like
Matumi.
Hawaii's not really part of like quite Polynesia because it's not like part of Oceania.
Yeah, but it's.
Yeah, but it's like,
Yeah, I
it's a
guess. Yeah, I guess you're right.
You know what?
half point.
Half a point.
Yeah.
So I'll take it. That means I beat my line of 0.
Yeah.
So I'll take it. I could get it taken away though.
How many, this is generic, this is like, how many Disney parks are there in the world?
4.
No, 12.
You didn't even let me answer, Elliot.
Wait. Yeah.
Wait, no.
There's
Are you
no
counting
offense.
Disney parks as in like the 5 in Orlando, and then the one in Paris, the one in Tokyo, the one in
Okay.
No.
no,
They-
just like separate.
Just, if you think about
Wait,
it,
so the Epcot Center
is
counted as one?
Disneyland, Disney World as a whole,
Yeah.
Disneyland Paris, Tokyo, Shanghai, Hong Kong,
Shanghai.
and then there's going to be a 13th coming in Abu Dhabi, so
Did they build a bunch of new ones? I swear we talked about this like 3 weeks ago on the podcast, and there was 4. That's why I answered with so much
Isn't there one in
confidence.
Isn't there one in India too?
no.
I would have no idea.
There's,
I don't
but
think
if you think about like, if it's like, this is like, if Disney had built, or Disney built the resorts, like it's Disney, or Disney helped build, Disney was like a part of it, but like not fully, like operationally, some resorts are owned by somebody else, but then Disney owns some others that are in, that are,
fair.
it's like they own some resorts, but not all of them.
Ah.
They are in partnerships with Orient Land Company and others.
Okay.
Disneyland Paris is a funny concept.
Yeah.
I don't know
Elliot,
why.
next time you gotta give me You gotta give me time to answer.
Okay.
I
Not
know.
to say.
Give him no time. I gotta just answer quick and hope.
What are the names of Hades minions in Hercules?
Oh, I know this one. I know this one.
You've probably seen Hades.
I've seen it at least like 3 times. I've seen this movie like 3 to 5 times. And I can see them. I know, doesn't James Wood voice Hades?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that.
Never mind. Irrelevant.
But I have no clue who his little sidekicks are. I'm at a loss. It's probably some Greek name, right?
Can I guess Bob?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Larry and Seth.
No.
Okay. What?
It starts with the letter P.
Perry, like the platypus.
No.
Silent.
The second letter is P A. A.
Parthos.
No.
Poseidon, but with an A.
Come on.
Periclides.
I'm trying to help you guys, and
Paraglider.
the third letter is I.
Paintball.
No.
Peonia.
Yeah, I think I'm not gonna get it
Yeah,
at this point.
yeah.
Pain and Panic.
What? Pain and Panic?
Oh.
Yeah, I would
It's-
never guess that.
Okay.
But maybe I was close with paintball. Both of those things happen in paintball.
Okay, yeah. What's the score now? 1.5 to a half?
Yeah.
We're really struggling.
What is Mad Medusa's occupation in The Rescuers? The original, not the sequel.
Can I get a hint of what The Rescuers is?
Isn't the one with the hamsters in it?
No. It's the,
Isn't that G-Force or
It's-
whatever?
it's the one that has the mount of mice that
Oh, yeah.
rescue
I
Aid
know which
Society.
Isn't she like a fashion designer?
Yes.
I've never even heard of this.
Wait, is she actually a fashion designer?
That makes sense for Medusa, low-key. But I've
Because
never
isn't
even
it set in
heard
like
of
Paris
The
or something?
Rescuers.
It's set in like some European city, right? And she's like
What's
a
that?
fashion designer.
I need to even just like see what this is. I really hope our whole audience doesn't know, because this is really embarrassing for me if they do. Oh, these little mice.
Yeah, I know this movie.
I've
It's
seen.
the the original from the 70s.
Have I seen this? These are really cool French mice. Those are dope.
Yeah, it's set in Paris, right?
Uh-huh. They should be rats then. There's no mice in Paris.
Yeah.
Only rats.
Okay.
Good job.
So
2.5 to 1.
two
No,
and a half.
2.5 to half.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What does Mary Poppins say helps the medicine go down?
A spoonful of sugar.
Both of you guys got it right at the same time.
I knew
So
that.
that's
one.
like
That's
2.5.
I'll let it go. I'll
One
let it-
point each.
Okay, that's fair.
1 point each. I think you did squeak it out just a tiny bit before me.
What was the first song from a Disney movie to win the Oscar?
I am gonna say, "You'll Be in My Heart" by Phil Collins.
No.
Ooh, is that too late? Was it? Did they win it before?
Could I guess? Could I guess Life is a Highway? From Cars 1.
Wait, I need a hint. Is my guess too late? Like, did Disney win an Oscar for a song before
Well, my thing is, how long have the Oscars been around? Like forever?
100 years? Right?
Almost 100 years.
Yeah.
And
So I feel like it would have been like from one of the first like Disney movies.
it's from one of the, it's
one of the OGs.
So
one of
Life is
the
a Highway is
OGs.
not-
It's the,
Not
I'm
correct.
giving you guys, it's from Pinocchio.
From what? Oh, from Pinocchio? I'm a
Oh.
real boy now, the song.
No.
I don't know. I haven't watched Pinocchio. I'm
When you wish upon a star.
Oh,
I was gonna say these are a few of my favorite things from The Princess. No, not The
That's
Princess.
the Sound of Music, right?
Yeah,
That's
The
an
Sound of Music
exciting
is a dope. I watched a lot of Sound of Music as a kid.
Okay, I should have got that one. Ah.
What year was Walt Disney born?
What year was Walt Disney born?
1902.
1901.
Ooh,
No!
I'm gonna give you half a point.
That was like a quick guess. I
I'm
don't
giving you
think
half a
it's
point.
deserve a half point
Yeah.
for a literal guess.
Yeah.
That was shockingly close.
Yeah.
How many competitive Academy Awards did Walt Disney win?
0.
No.
1. Was that right? Was it 1?
It's higher than 1.
Okay.
Is it lower than 20?
Higher than 20.
Higher than 20?
What are the Academy Awards exactly?
Aren't those the Oscars?
Yeah. He won 22.
Oh,
Hey, you were far
jeez.
off with 20.
I was far off with 0.
How many? Who's won the most Grammys now? Is it Kendrick Lamar?
Isn't it Beyonce?
I think Kendrick Lamar overtook Beyonce.
Oh,
I thought that was
I didn't know that. Is
Anyways.
that all of them?
Yeah, that's all of them.
Oh, man.
Why did that end up being like 2.5 to To
No, I think I had 3.5.
okay, 3.5
Yeah.
to like
2.
not really 2, but kind
Yeah.
of 2.
Dub.
I'd love to talk about the geography of if Hawaii is considered Polynesia for longer.
And now we
I
have
really don't know if it is.
and now we have player of the week for to end off the episode.
Who was your player of the week, Elliot?
I got Jonathan Taylor from Indianapolis Colts take for the for my player of the week.
Very good running back. Very good job.
And now you got and now it's your turn.
I'm not telling. It's a secret.
God,
I chose a player of the week who's it was very personal to me. I'd like to give him a thank you for winning me a game in fantasy in a league that I had not won any games in. Thank you, Ashton Genty, for scoring 3 touchdowns, 2 that we're receiving, and being okay. It was a big breakout day.
Yeah.
30-point day won me my matchup in my family league, which I needed, because for some reason it's way more embarrassing to lose to family than anything else.
Definitely. Mine's Puka Nacua. Easy. He's looking like the best wide receiver in football right now.
Oh yeah, I'm really happy I have him in one of my leagues.
Yeah.
I wish I had him in both, but yeah, he's looking like the best.
Stud.
Maybe best player right now. If he keeps playing how he's
Offensive
played
player,
like
yeah.
all year, I'd argue maybe he deserves an MVP. Why is that always for quarterbacks?
Yeah.
Or Josh Allen will win it again.
Interessante.
Yeah. No, I mean, if Saquon didn't win MVP last year,
Yeah, I was gonna.
no shot.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just hate that it's like the quarterback award. It's like, who's the best quarterback every year? Maybe Travis Hunter will have a crazy rest of the season, and then like he'll go like Heisman straight to straight to MVP. That'd be a cool storyline. Oh well, that'd be a good storyline for Colorado. As well, there's not a lot of players who go to college here who are successful in the NFL. Not many. There's some, but not a lot. Yeah.
now it's time to end. Thank you all for watching, and now it's thanks for everyone who's gonna will eventually have the audio episode out probably today. Hopefully
today. Yeah.
if you convert this to audio.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
So now it's time to end it. So it's the host, Elliot Maxwell. Now it's the end of episode 7 of Elliot's Overtime Escape from Elliot Maxwell. Now it's time to sign it out.